Right, hello there, and welcome to part 2 of this, the Greta Van Fleet American band, Greta Van Fleet. And as I said, but I'll just say it again, 3 of them are brothers, 2 are twins, and the drummer is their friend, but brother in music form. So, I've heard this album probably about 2.5 times now. 2.5, right? But I've heard number 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 7, 8, and 9 quite a few times. Oh, and probably the last song I've heard more than 3 times because on the way to work on Friday, I did listen to some of the songs I've not heard yet. But number 4 on it, just before the guitars kick in, it's a wee bit like Led Zeppelin, When the Levee Breaks. Because it's got that sort of drum beat. They might not have noticed, but they have took an influence of it. And the second last song on this album, for me anyway, Meeting the Master, they should get a Lifetime Achievement Award for that song. And before, or if they ever do decide to hang up their boots, they definitely 110% should do a cross between The Songs Remain the Same film or documentary and Labyrinth. They should do a film like that, because they would be they would be absolutely amazing. Right, they definitely should. Like sort of quality. I mean, technically the video for Meeting the Master, second last song on this album, they like probably used their Songs Remain the Same movie to like inspiration, with it noticing probably. I mean, they say that they've completely moved away from being like Led Zeppelin, but you can still hear the influence. I mean, overall in certain songs they didn't sound like them, but in other songs they sound like them completely. I mean, definitely the 4th song, which is one of my favourites, is definitely Led Zeppelin-esque. Runaway Blues has got like a hard sort of feel to it, but it's only on for 1 minute and 18 seconds. They definitely need to remaster that song and bring out a longer version. That would be good. And The Archer is a very good song as well. That's probably my 3rd best song. But it's a very good album overall. Nowhere near as good as the previous works. Yeah, previous works. Wait there. It's nowhere near as good as The Battle at Garden's Gate, because in my opinion that is an absolute masterpiece. I mean, this will one day become a masterpiece. I mean, like in the last 20 years, all the rubbish music, that is a masterpiece compared to all that, but nowhere near as good as The Battle at Garden's Gate, because look at the sheer impact of that artwork. It's an absolute masterpiece from start to finish, that album. Just to like be off topic and quickly, Broken Bells is like a modern day version of Stairway to Heaven, and Broken Bells should get a Lifetime Achievement Award for that song. But anyway, so that's just that bit, but nothing to write home about the album artwork. And I like it when the lead singer, Josh, if I remember correctly, I like when in certain songs when he goes whoa whoa, like, or oh, like oh and stuff like that, or yeah, or screams like a oh yeah or a woo. They're brilliant, absolutely incredible. And then in another song, It's called You're the One, when I like how he pronounces like you're young and pretty but you're evil, like you're evil. It's cool the way he does it. Aye, it's just smart. I like how he like doesn't say the word normal, sing it normally the way you would normally sing it if you're just singing completely normal, because his voice is like sort of like cinematic, I suppose, like because it can travel distance. It's a very good voice. I would recommend it. I mean, technically, and I've said it before, but if you really didn't like Led Zeppelin, you definitely wouldn't like them. And if, well, his voice is a bit like, what do you call that? Right, I can't remember exactly the word I was going to use, but it's like a bit of a, oh, wouldn't you say novelty, but like a bit, it takes a bit of getting used to. Like if you're not used to that type of singer, which he is, or Robert Plant is, then you just wouldn't get it. And if you really didn't like his voice, you would actually get a wee bit annoyed to the point where you turn it off. Aye, but I like it. It's good. Can't remember what the. Oh, I'm going to have to try and find out what the word I'm trying to say is. Finally, I've remembered the word an acquired taste. That's it. Because, well, I mean, Robert Plant's voice is no much an acquired taste as he is. Because there is points where it goes like really high, but in like live performances, Robert Plant's one goes higher. But to appreciate singers like they two, you really need to hear them live. Either on TV, YouTube, or in person. In person would be better. But right, concerts are just far too expensive these days. I would love to go and see these live. But when I was purchasing this album in HMV Livingston Shopping Centre, other places to buy CDs are available, and retail stores. So as I was saying, right, as soon as I purchased it, the woman that served me said me and her beside her were going to see them live, and she's so lucky. But Farewell Now's a good song as well, as I said. Frozen Light's a good song, but they're all actually really good. But it'll take me another 2-3 times to properly understand it all. I mean, technically, number 4, when he says the chorus, I mean, obviously I do know what he says now, but it's just in parts in that song. I need to look up on my phone to see what the lyrics are. Oh, because that's another thing. As I just thought about when I said lyrics. There's no lyrics in the booklet. So sad. There would have been lyrics in the booklet, in the piece of paper if I got the vinyl record LP version, but there was no way I was paying £34.99 for that, considering that's £12 or £12.99. But right, aye, he looks really cool in that picture. It's very good. I like looking at the album artwork. I mean, technically, you do get a wee tiny bit of a album. Well, I wouldn't say album. It's just a picture you get on Spotify. I've got the free downloaded version because I wouldn't be able to afford it every month. But anyway, it's not too bad getting it. It's just that if I didn't want to listen to the radio and I want to listen to a Pacific band or a Pacific song, I'll put that on. It's just annoying that nearly every time a song finishes you get a 30-second video advertisement, but it's better than paying the money. Right, so as I was saying, right, to sum up, good God, I've been speaking for nearly 10 minutes now. Right, it's nowhere near as good as their first album or second album, but Meeting the Master is an absolute masterpiece and should get a Lifetime Achievement Award for it. And so overall, right, the songs that I would say they're well known for. Just to sum up, to say about well, Heat Above was a very good big song for them. But if I had to say, right, if say like an alien came down, or if someone was saying to me what songs, I would say Edge of Darkness, Highway Tune on their EP, then on their other album, which I should have brung through. But on this one I would recommend Heat Above, My Way Soon, Broken Bells, and Like My Love. And then on this one I would recommend 4, 5... Wait. I would recommend 5, 6, 8 and 9 on that one. Well, and probably number 10 actually. But to appreciate a band like this, and technically Led Zeppelin as well, but them mainly, technically every single band in the world actually, to really appreciate what they're like in the moment, listen to their full album. But this... it will become an absolute classic for me. It's just that I need to hear it 2 or 3 more times all the way through. I mean, when I did hear it last night, it was a lot better than what I thought it would be when I listened to it the first time. Because the two times I've listened to it all the way through was with headphones on and really concentrated, so I could try and understand it. I didn't understand it completely the new though. But anyway, but that album is an absolute masterpiece and should win a Lifetime Achievement Award for it. It's just absolutely incredible from start to finish. Really is. In fact, I'll pause you and then I'll just tell you a wee bit more to end this video about their vinyl record I've got. Right. These are, Greta Van Fleet are one of my bands so far that I've brung out all their albums so far. I've been absolutely brilliant to the point where I could listen to the full entire album from start to finish and not one song is truly terrible. I mean, there is ones that are slightly better than others, but they're like when I put one on I would never skip one. I mean, I think I have, but I wouldn't call it truly terrible. They're all good and I would recommend every single song they've ever recorded. But I really wanted to show you this because I was going to tell you 2 or 3 best songs for first album, second, third, and then their EP. Right, on this one, which is Anthem of the Peaceful Army, which is a title song, I think. Wait, it's the first song on side 1, but anyway, on this album I would recommend Age of Man. So even if you didn't listen to this album all the way through, you should just listen to Age of Man. This is hard. I've not heard this album in ages. Can't remember. Well, technically because it was a single, say When the Curtain Falls, but his voice on that is a bit meh. I like it, but it takes a while to get used to when you've not heard it for a while. Watching Over's a good one. You're the One, though. That's the maybe one of the best songs on the whole album. The New Day, Melting of the Sun, and Brave New World, and Anthem. In fact, Anthem, I heard that the day again, and I thought, oh, good God Almighty, it's an absolute masterpiece. The Anthem, the last song on side 2, and it's brilliant. That. Right. Oh, look. You see them, you see like aliens or whatever they are. Either people or aliens. But, and then on that side you didn't. Wait, and then, oh aye, look, there's that, and then it changes that, it changes that.
Right.
Right, so, as I was saying, right, because this is a review of the new album, but I've went a bit off topic, but I'm still talking about them. Right. So, I really would recommend that. That's good. They're one of the bands that have just blown me sideways, and I'm just so glad and grateful to get into them and that. I knew I would like them straight away, because if anyone in the world sounds exactly like Led Zeppelin, they're going to be good, even before you hear them. Just incredible. But there's just now and again where you just cannot get that out of your mind that they sound exactly like Led Zeppelin. I mean, there's one song, I can't remember what one it is, but it's on here, and every time it kicks in, I just constantly think it's just like listening to Led Zeppelin. But I mean, there is stuff on the new album that doesn't sound anything like them, but you can still hear the influence a wee bit. I mean, even though that's like what everyone says, there's bits where they didn't sound like them at all. They just sound like a classic rock band. And then, as I said, that Runaway Blues, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, aye, number 5 should one day get like reworked into a longer version, because it's only on for 1 minute and 18 seconds, and the drumming and guitaring is phenomenal because it's so fast. And there's still moments in this album where the guitaring knocks you sideways, and the drumming. Aye, but it's good, but incredible. Aye, you just need to get a listen to anyway, so brilliant. But I don't know. I mean, if it was cheaper, if it was like under 30 quid, no matter what, I would have got it on vinyl record, but I just couldn't justify 34.99. I mean, there was one that I looked at, and it was like a red glittery one, and now I think about it, I really wish I got that one, but I need to stop spending too much recently. I mean, I can, but just not as much and not often. Right, so I like looking at the wee booklets. I just wish I had some information in it, either about the album or stuff like that. I don't even think. Well, there's normally a wee bit that a band puts at the back, just thanking everyone for their support and that. But the day though. But that's a good picture. I mean, that's mainly all the like photo shots from the music video. Meeting the Master. You definitely need to hear that because it's a masterpiece. Right, anyway, that's 18 minutes now, and I don't usually make videos this long. Well, I do if I'm talking about like a band or a certain album, because I want to get into the meat and two veg yet. But anyway, right, so it came out on the 21st of July 2023, and I got it in HMV in Livingston Shopping Centre, and it's been brilliant, and I'm so glad I got it. Nearly forgot it came out until like maybe the night before. I thought, oh aye, because I just thought, oh, the 21st I remember. So brilliant. Right, thanks for watching, peace out and one love.